Survive from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to create some clay called cold porcelain. Cold porcelain is a homemade clay, and it's an air dried clay. So I'm just making a small batch because I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. This is the first time I'm doing it. So, and also in this recipe there's a microwave version. I'm going to do it on the stove instead of microwave. So I think I'll have more control on making sure that I don't get lumps. So what you're going to need is cornstarch. So I got some of this cornstarch. And then you're going to need some Elmo glue, and I found this glue all Elmo. You're going to need a cup of this and a cup of cornstarch. It looks like it's equal parts of each one. You're going to need some lemon juice or citric acid. So citric acid. So I'm going to use some lemon juice, and this looks like it's going to help preserve it. And you need half a teaspoon of that because I'm halving it. If you're doing a whole recipe, the whole recipe is 2 cups of cornstarch, 2 cups of glue, 1 tablespoon of lemon, 2 tablespoons of baby oil, and if you want to put some white tempera paint, you can go ahead and put that. I'm not going to put any paint because I think I'm going to want to make some of my flowers translucent. I like that translucent because, or I'm also going to I want to mix in the colors later on. So I don't want to use any white paint for this, but I do want to use the rest of the ingredients. And then you're going to need cold cream or anything non-greasy, so that way you can knead, is to help you knead. Now all these stuff that I have, even my pan, is just old pans. This is a camping pan that I had in my garage. I usually have a storage box filled with my camping gear. So I took this out, and I'm going to use this for making clay. But you cannot be using stuff that you're going to use for food. You don't want to do that. You want to kind of keep this, all the stuff that you're using, like your measuring cups, your utensils to mix it, all should be stuff that you're not going to use in the kitchen. So let me go ahead and get started. So I'm going to dump 1 cup of the cornstarch. Like I say, I'm doing half a recipe because I don't want to go ahead and do the whole recipe for this. Okay. And then I'm going to put 1 cup of glue in here. And it says to dump everything in. I'm going to go ahead and put half a tablespoon. This is a 2 tablespoon measuring. I'm going to put half a tablespoon in there. And then 1 whole tablespoon of baby oil or mineral oil. I have both, but I'm going to go ahead and use the baby oil. I put 1 tablespoon of baby oil, and then I'm going to mix all that together. Okay, so now it's nicely mixed. And let's see, make sure I put a cup on there. So let me go ahead and clean a little bit of the stove. And I'm going to go ahead, place this here, the mixture here. you're gonna put the stove on low. So I'm gonna put it on 2. And then hopefully this comes out. I've never done it before, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay. And it says once you get your pan hot, you need to consistently mix it, so that way it doesn't, so it cooks evenly. You've got to make sure that it cooks evenly in all sides. I'm gonna increase the temperature a little bit more. Looks pretty. Looks very creamy. So hopefully, and one of the blogs that I read is you keep mixing it. Well, actually, it was in a YouTube channel. I've been searching all over for the perfect cold porcelain recipe. So so in one of the YouTube channel, it said that you cook it until it separates from the sides. So I'm gonna speed up the video, and we're gonna keep cooking this on the stove. And as you can see right here, it's really lumpy. It's starting to get harder to mix. And you want to keep cooking it until it just does not stick to the pan. See, it's still sticking. You just need to keep cooking. And it takes a little bit. I mean, I've been on this for at least 5 minutes. See, it's starting to kind of not stick to the pan, and you just mainly just keep going. It creates like a coat in the outside. And you keep cooking it, just moving it around. Cook evenly. And it's still sticking to the pan, so you're gonna keep cooking it until it doesn't stick to the pan. And I think it's done now. So we're done cooking. Now, see, it's not sticking to the pan anymore. I'm going to turn off my stove. So I'm going to take it off and go to, and we're going to start kneading it. Okay, so now I'm going to use some cold cream for my hands. And we're going to start kneading this. I'm going to bring it over. And then this is where you need to go ahead, keep kneading until it is cool to touch. And I think I'm liking this recipe. you're gonna keep kneading this until it becomes smooth. So it's still hot. I'm going to keep kneading this until, according to one of the YouTube video that I was watching, you knead it until it becomes cool to your touch, and it's not cool yet. The more you knead, the better the clay will be. So I'm going to keep kneading this for a while, and I'll be back and I'll show you how to store it. Okay, so now it's nice and cool and it's at room temperature, and you want to get the consistency like you can pull it off like that. That's a good consistency. And I'll put the link of the one YouTube video that really, she's very good and went over how to do it. I really like how she did it. So I'll put that link in the description box of my video. So then you want to make a log. And make it, and now you're going to use a sandwich bag, and you're going to, and actually, because I don't want it to dry out, let me go ahead and get a little bit of saran wrap. So I'm getting a little bit of saran wrap. Okay. Just want to make sure. So I just want to make sure that it stays nicely tight, air dry. And one of the things that you want to prevent is you want to keep it in a nice dry area. Do not put it anywhere that it might get moldy. And then I read in another place that if you put it where there's light. If you put it in, you store it in a dark area, it will create mold. Okay. Oops, this one broke. So I guess I want to make sure I make it a little smaller. Let me get another one because this one broke. Let me get a big one. Large one would be better, I guess. Make sure I get all the air out. And there you have it. So I hope you liked the tutorial, and thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, this can be easily cleaned. Just put some water and it will just peel off. See how it's peeling off? So, and that's one important thing is that you should have pans, utensils, and measuring cups that will only be for your clay, and do not use it for for cooking in the house, in your house. So I hope you like it, and thank you for watching. Bye.